Of course, the moment I start doing well with the deck tracker doesn't work, so I can't show you guys how good my stats are. I finally decided to start playing some good decks, and the reason why I started playing this deck in particular is because I find it very interesting that this archetype can actually fit in a Hawkstrider Rancher to the point where I started playing this deck a lot the other day. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be able to say, hey, Clark, good job. You got top 1000 legend. Boom. Look at that. I'm back in triple digits. It's been like literally like a month or two since I've been in triple digit legend because I've just been memeing way too hard. But when you see a deck this spicy and it's actually really good, you start to have a little bit more fun in Hearthstone. And I was one of those people that really did not like Outcast Demon Hunter when it was introduced for one of two reasons. One, it just felt like it was a vomit all of your stats deck. That if that doesn't work, it doesn't have any other strengths. And number two, I just didn't like how quickly it was ending games because it was just the day one deck that everyone was playing. But now that we've had some balance changes, we've had the meta switch around a little bit, people have decided to switch up how they build the deck to where now Hawkstrider Rancher is now core in my opinion in this deck. And there's a very important reason why this has been slotted into this list. The reason why this card is super important is because you play a lot of 0 mana cards in the form of like, you know, Illidari Studies into like Fierce Outsiders into Crimson Sigil Runners, and even like, you know, the 0 mana Vengeful Wallopers. There are a lot of situations to where you can easily play, you know, 2 to 4 minions at a time with a Hawkstrider Rancher combo, or even if you play this card as early as turn 3, and it survives, then you can enable some really insane board situations. And if that does happen, and you have all these 1/1s that stick, and your opponent can't completely wipe out the board, then your Hellivaria combo is just so much better with your security synergizing with it, because you will always have something on the field. Now, one thing to point out about this deck before we start looking into the data about it is the game plans. There are a couple of different game plans that are very important whenever you're deciding to play Outcast Demon Hunter. This deck has essentially 3 different game plans. There's the vomit all the stats as quickly as you can against like decks like Druid, for example. And to showcase what exactly that looks like, here's a clip of me unironically winning by turn 1.
I was raised in a very traditional sense.
Look at this hand. If you know, you know.
I was raised in a very traditional
But this is just, you
also,
know,
what the
vomit
hell
your
is this
stats.
turn?
And it's very, very simple. Very, very effective. And you know what? Why not one more minion? You know, why not one more minion, dude?
Bro, what was this? This is
Turn 1. Check that out. Turn 1, 8, 9, I think in stats. It's actually not 8, 9. It's like 8, I think 6 or something. But yeah, my opponent literally conceded on turn 1 because there is no way that Druid is able to defeat you when you're going extremely wide with a board. So that's one way that you can win with this deck. The second way that you can win with this deck is by going more in a value direction with cards like Wretched Exile. And this card is extremely important to utilize in matchups that are very unfavored, like the Blood DKs, and just any control deck that is aiming to wipe out your board, because as long as you've got some minions and a board, if you've got Hellivaria in hand as well as security, then you already know what can happen. And the reason why this combo is so consistent is because of Glaive Tar combo draws as well as 1 Rust the Stage. I believe you only need 1 because of how much cycle is already in this deck, but sometimes you want that consistency of getting the Dark Raven automatically drawn, and when it goes to 3 mana, it's pretty freaking good. But the only Rush Minions in your deck are the Walloper, the Raven, as well as the Fierce Outsider. If you already have these cards, then this is a really good card in order to put to the bottom of your deck with Dispose of Evidence, so it's kind of hilarious how this card can actually synergize with your deck even if you don't draw any Rush Minions off of it. And the third way that you can win, and personally this one's probably the most problematic in my opinion, is Hawkstrider Rancher into Lady Setheno to make it a 3-attack Setheno, and then you can easily, without a lot of problem, probably even do like a Hellivaria combo where you have your Lady Setheno get a whole bunch of buffs. Like, the Rancher may not be that important, but I just wanted to point this out because it is a +1/+1 buff that can work with Setheno in some situations. But the overall game plan with this win condition is you have Lady Setheno, you increase its attack with Dark Raven, and then you have all the spells that are really, really easy to throw out of hand. This card just needs to be nerfed in one way or another. I'm not sure how to do it. Probably the best way to do it is to increase its mana cost, so that way it's a lot slower of a combo, but there's still plenty of ways to discount it. This card is really sticky, and I really hope it doesn't go to just attacking minions, because if that happens, I think this card is pretty much dead. But in either case, this deck is extremely powerful because it can be an aggressive deck, it can be a combo deck, and other times it can be a value deck just because of how many different cards you can find off of Wretched Exile. But now that you've seen what the deck can do, let's go ahead and check out the stats, because even though the HS Replay deck tracker may not be working right now, their website is still available and ready to use. And so right now, the most popular decks on the ladder in the past couple of days have been Tony Druid, Spell Demon Hunter, Miracle Rogue, Spell Demon Hunter, Unholy Death Knight, and then you finally have Outcast Demon Hunter as like the 4th most popular deck, 5th most popular deck, and its win rate is pretty significant. It's pretty significant compared to the ladder, because against like Tony Druid and Spell Demon Hunter, you have like one really good matchup and one kind of bad matchup, but the Unholy Death Knight matchup is kind of even in all honesty. If you check out the matchup spread, here we go. Unholy DK, about a 50-50, depending on whoever gets on the board first and who sticks their valuable minions. But Spell Demon Hunter, the Reno combo, can really stop you. But this is where it's really interesting, because it's only a 40% versus like being like a 30-35%, because that Rancher combo can make a big difference against Spell Demon Hunter in particular, which is why Rancher makes sense in this deck, because it helps you in your matchups that you aren't as favorable against. Druid, obviously really, really good. Pure Paladin, absolutely easy game, because you have a bunch of rush cards that put them off the board. If they don't have a board, they can't win the game. Control Priest, this goes to show that even a control deck can suffer against this deck, because as long as you've got a board, they are going to be scared every single time. They're going to sometimes overtrade and overextend their AoEs on like a really weak board, so that way it feels like they're cleaning up every single turn, but all you gotta do is just make it really awkward for them as you can. Undead Priest is another matchup similar to Pure Paladin. If you do your thing before they do their thing, then it's just an automatic win. The only thing that really stops you is, I believe, the 0 mana card into the 4/3 that deals 3 damage. And then Miracle Rogue, it's 50-50, because if they get the location, it's really hard to stop the onslaught of damage that can happen in 2 turns. But if we look at some of the other decks, the Rancher list is the most popular and the one that is on top at the moment. And the one Rush the Stage is extremely important just to really help the consistency of this deck, because you don't need 2 of them when you only have 5 Rush cards. It's not that important to get the 0 mana Wallopers. It's about how you use your Walloper. But in either case, this is the most popular deck on HS Replay right now. If we take a look at the Mulligan win rate, it's a little bit all over the place, so I do apologize that this is not going to be the easiest thing to mulligan for at the beginning, which is why I kind of enjoy this deck. Because there are situations to where, obviously, you keep, Spectral Sight to the left of your hand if it's there in the Outcast position. You can sometimes, keep Eldari Studies in order to play it cheaper, but you always keep Eldari Studies. Glaive Tar is a card that you don't keep in every single matchup like you do in the Spell Demon Hunter matchup, because this card is really good on coin. Boom! Goes up to a 43% win rate, because coining this out, or even potentially having, the Wayward Sage discount this to 3, is a great way to utilize this card, so that way it's not just play it on turn 4 and then receive damage on the board that your opponent has generated. So one thing that's really important about this deck is knowing how it works in certain matchups, and if you look at the mulligan win rate of the cards, Thelerin is actually on top, because this card synergizes extremely well with the deck. It gives you 0 mana Wayward Sages, it gives you Fierce Outsiders, it gives you 0 mana Spectral Sights. Eye-Beams are really awesome to generate randomly, which is why they're not actually in the deck, because you can find plenty of them off of this, off of Eldari Studies, and off of Wretched Exile. But the most important cards to keep are obviously Vicious Slither Spear, Eldari Studies, and your Fierce Outsiders, just really easy 1-drops, but I would only usually keep the Outsider if I'm going up against a matchup to where I either want to discount the Outcast card because it's in the Outcast position, or because I need a rush minion to help trade up against like a matchup like Pure Paladin. But when it comes to the mulligan, it takes a little bit of finesse and a little bit of getting used to. But I think after a couple of games that you see in the clips coming up ahead, it'll start to make sense what cards you keep in what situations. Pretty much there's the, the aggressive start where you can just unga bunga to the face and just deal a whole bunch of damage. And then there are some other times where it's like, hold on, I need to build up this for a second. I gotta get as much draw out of the Glaive Tar as I possibly can. And then we're just gonna see what's in my hand and we can start cooking by turn 5. I apologize if this deck intro was a little bit longer than the others, but this is a deck that has a lot of different ways of being played, so I want to try and make sure that I at least touch up on a bit of those topics. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. We are doing a tournament at 15K YouTube subs. That is our current goal in order to try and bring some more fun tournaments into the Hearthstone scene, as well as an incentive to subscribe to the channel in case you guys want more ways of being able to interact with the content. So thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. Alright, I guess a Hunter? Oh boy. Last time I fought a Hunter was Face Hunter and they destroyed me. This is honestly... Wait, hold on a minute. These are all really good. I was like, wait. Yes, this on 1, this on 2, this on 3. Wait a minute, this on 4? Might even get lucky. Might even be able to play it on 3. Oh my god.
They will never catch me.
Dude, this isn't even fair. This is like actually so unfair. This game is already won. Do this, do this. This will be 3 mana if I can play these other cards. Oh, that's rude. Rude. Oh wait, that's right. He's not getting the value out of it. Okay, let's go, dude. I forgot. It doesn't have the effect. Oh my god, wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, that's pretty good. Another security? Give me another one. Give me another security.
If 3 rights make a left.
Fresh Hellscream, hot out of the kiln. Vengeance is mine.
This is not okay. Because now next turn I can coin Halaveria this, play this for 0. I don't even need all the 1/1s off of this, to be honest, because then I just have another one ready to go. Freaking hell, dude. Don't even care. Literally don't even care.
My torment is my means. Vengeance! Vengeance! Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Sorrow cord. Whop!
Imagine if I had a predation, dude. Or if I had one more 1/1 that could have fit there. Turn 4 lethal. I am proud because I started to play a lot more Hearthstone. My girlfriend decided to play it as well, and she's having fun with my version of Big Hunter and actually manages to stand her ground around mid-plat. Yo, dude, let's go! Nothing like newer Hearthstone players quickly learning the game. I mean, Big Hunter. Oh, man. That's a deck I really wanted to be good, though. I really wanted Big Hunter to be good. If Big Hunter was good, I would have been like, hell yeah, this expansion's the greatest ever. Because I'm actually not the biggest Hunter fan, mostly because their strategies are kind of limited to, like, aggro. I like decks that are a lot more mid-range, a lot more, okay, hold on. But yeah, I like decks that, that don't just hit face. I like decks that have a little bit more, versatility. Can sometimes go to the late game. Whoa. Oh, it's Mech Paladin. It's Mech Paladin, that's what this guy's playing. So I guess I'll just go ahead and clear this out. It feels a bit wasteful, but it makes room for this into this. You can play more Outcast cards, hopefully find the Walloper. There's that. Yep. So I need some time here. Guess I could do this instead. So I could play Weapon next turn, kill whatever he plays. Yeah, at least it's not Spell Demon Hunter. I agree. I agree. I think that Outcast, I mean, I don't like it particularly, like, when I'm going up against it. Definitely don't like it when I'm playing up against it. But I can tolerate this deck if I see it on ladder, you know?
Who's hiding now? Vengeance! Vengeance! Vengeance!
I'll go ahead and keep the 2-1 alive just because it has more attack. Might actually be more useful. I'm pretty sure that it was supposed to happen at the beginning of the year. Oh my god. Okay, good thing this can knock it out.
If 3 rights make a left.
Just keep him off the board. Perhaps it is also keeping 20% extra value being a 3. I mean, in this specific case, it maintains negative 33%, right? Wait, no, it increased it technically by 1 at 2, so that's actually a 50% increase. If we're trying to be specific about that. Incoming hotfix? Awesome. Alright, we really need Galloper here. There we go.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? face.
That should be GG once the play Hell variant next turn. So just beating it on the board is where we beat him. Oh wait, there is that. But it's not good enough. I guess it is kind of good enough. Well, hold on. This attack here, this attack here, this attack there. 5 plus 7. No, it's just better to do it this way, right?
Is it safe? If 3 rights make a left,
They will never catch me.
Might have to make this straight anyway. Alright, fine. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know about Goldwing. I'm still not sold on Goldwing and Mech Paladin. Because, like, this would be the matchup where it would make a difference, right? Or, like, doing something like the Maul. Oh, yo. Okay, hold on a minute. It kills my main source of damage. Dude, don't have to worry about Celiacs now. Oh, yo.
Nobility burns within you.
Plus this. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I finally sat down and learned this deck, and I'm actually enjoying it. Ew. I could probably play it on turn 3, though. Maybe get away with it. It is Renathal, so I have to worry about silence no matter what. Wait on this. Yeah, I can wait. Not getting the value out of it. Getting a 2-1 is not really that effective all right now. So I can try to get the value with this on the same turn.
Blessings to you.
Evil draws close.
Oh, come on. Exact same decisions last turn. Yikes. Oh man, but dude, there's this dog that is outside that is right across the street, or that is right next door. And this dog is like one of the smallest dogs that I've ever seen. But oh my god, dude, this little yapper. And I'm calling him yapper in like a redeeming way and not like a insulting way. But he's a yapper, you know, he's a tiny little dog. But the reason why this dog is like I'm confident this dog is the devil. Like literally when I'm just standing out there, he'll start barking at me, right? But whenever I bring my dog out with me, he'll literally like be chewing on the fence, being like, "Come here, little bat!" Like he's all over the place, dude. He is not like other people. And it's like, I've never seen a dog be like, you know, showing their teeth through the fence, biting the fence. As my dog is just quite literally just chilling, dude. Like, she ain't doing nothing wrong. But that dog was just not happy to see us. Alright, so we'll just do this, knock it out. I kind of don't like the idea of throwing away the prediction, but I need the board, right? It's definitely, you know, that way with humans. Every single person that I've ever met that was like a massive shit talker was like at least under 5'5" or something. I really wish you didn't kill the rancher. I guess we just go ahead and tempo this. There's nothing else we can really do. Still a decent amount of damage, but this is like our worst matchup, right? Like, the neighbors seem really, really nice. I've talked with them a couple of times. They got an awesome pool in the backyard, which is literally right next to me. I have to fight the urge to be like, yo, let me get my swim trunks and join you guys real quick. But it's like an older gentleman and his wife, his kid, which also like his like 25-year-old son, and then they have like a family or something. And I gotta say, it's really weird because my aunt pointed that out. It's like, you know, he's around your age and he's got kids, and it's like, ooh, good for him. Yeah, great for him. I don't need kids right now. If I had kids in the mix, I don't even know what the hell I'd be doing right now, dude. All right, well, this may be a bad idea. But I need to throw cards out. Because most likely this into this for like 10 extra bursts out of nowhere, or 11 with hero power. It's probably how I'm going to win the game. But let's see, the 1/1 survive the AoEs. 12. Okay, he doesn't AoE. But yeah, my aunt throwing like a casual like, oh, he's got kids, just like you should almost. Like, I don't want to. Oh my god! The Holy Nova, dude. Oh, yo. Well, hold on a minute. I'm going way overboard. I really wish I had an Outcast card. If he didn't have the clear last turn, he won't have it this turn, right? This is probably overcommitting a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Is this the way?
This, but it's maximum tempo. If he's got it, he's got it. If he doesn't, we win. He's like a top deck like Spectral Sight or something. Like, I really hate doing this. I don't like doing this. But against a Priest, if we give them another turn, we can find Whirlpool, so it's just we gotta go for it. Yes! Hit the 1-1. Okay, hold on. There's a chance. There's a chance because we keep finding cards now. This is super important. Especially with Lady surviving.
If 3 rights make a left.
Wow. Dude, what the hell? What the hell? That worked? I rolled God, dude. Man, not even God himself can stop me, dude. That was insane. That was, oh my lord. What the